Yo, what's good YouTubes? This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCC. That's the Everyday City Carry. Now, some of you guys are probably like, what is this tiny Asian man doing on Metal Complex's playlist? Is he part of the EDC community? Look at that hat. Are those Beats headphones? Is that one of them anime shirts? Be it good news or bad news, I am part of the EDC community. I'm all about the EDC life. You know what I'm saying? I just live in New York City, so I keep it a little more street, a little more hood than some of the other reviewers that you guys are used to. I'm also a giant nerd, so I talk about comics, TV shows, movies, anime, cartoons, video games. Sometimes my crazy kooky girlfriend shows up. And I also host a video podcast where I interview some of your favorite people in the EDC and knife community. If you haven't tuned out yet, this is probably a good time to tell you what it is we're all doing here. We're taking a look at my past, present, and future knives. So in the past, my taste in knives was that of a beginner. Tack forces and cheap knives sort of filled my collection. The Gerber Freeman, I don't have a lot to say about this knife, except it's beefy and cheap. Just how my girl likes them. I was introduced to Knife YouTube by Love Them Knives. This was pre the Jim Skelton beef, so he was still checking out clones and lots of Sanren Mew and Ganzo knives. I don't even know what model these Sanren Mew knives are, man. Check out this insane looking access lock type thing. What? And this is a multi-tool from Sanren Mew with an insane blade pry bar type thing. The first good knife I bought was the ZT-0456. I bought it anodized from JD Cutlery. And coincidentally, my first YouTube knife review was of this knife. Now in my bullet points here, I've got Sandrin Dad Knife, or the Sandrin Knives Clemente. The reason why I say that is I made it my mission to pick this knife up. It has a retail price of $995, which to me is a lot. You know what I mean? But this knife had the same name as my recently passed away father at the time, the Clemente. It is the world's first folding knife with a tungsten carbide blade. It's got titanium scales. I made a review on that. It wasn't the best review I've ever made, not the best quality or the best editing, but it definitely meant a lot to me. And getting this knife kept me on the path of continuing this hobby that we all love. So currently my tastes with knives is basically what the Apex Pass Around group sends me, as well as viewer submissions. Before you guys think, I knew it! He's not one of us! He isn't getting broke for the hobby! Let me explain. The last two knives I bought was the Civivi Elementum with the wood scales, which I loved. I accidentally bought the Justin Lundquist Baby Barlow. It was a prototype I was checking out at the time, which was damaged in my care. I volunteered to pay the $200 for it, so now I have one. Those are the last two knives that I paid for. And you guys are probably like, what? Well, let me tell you, my family started a CBD shop, shout out to A-List CBD. And since we are just starting out, I decided to not take a big salary to help the business grow faster. Hence, why I haven't been picking up knives lately. I've been fortunate enough that the Apex Pass Around group sends me a bunch of stuff each month. Viewers have also helped out, such as Hermsy Things. And currently, Bob B, not Bobby, who sent in this Spyderco Capara. The Capara is an absolute beauty. I'm sure you guys already know this. CPM S30V blade, great ergos, cool blade shape, insanely aesthetically pleasing to say the least. The action is really nice too. Bob also sent in the Sage 5. This knife is probably where my tastes lie right now. The blade is under 3.25 inches, it's non-threatening, the action is absolutely addictive. I'm a fidgety guy, what can I say? I need a knife I can play with all day long. The Sage 5 action and the compression lock satisfies all that. Big thanks to the Apex Pass-Around group, I get to check out knives like the WE Knives Ekati, designed by Alessandra DeSantis, and the Monterey Bay Knives Sprockets. Now for the future. I'd really like to check out the Grimsmo Norseman, since the Shabazz can't stop talking about it. Maybe a Todd Begg Steelcraft mini bodega would be cool too. But to expand on Metal Complex's comment about Two Sons and how insane it is that budget knives have come to this level. Shout out to Civivi for breaking mad boundaries in the budget realm. I think it's forcing other companies to step it up. I've always been a fan of Two Son, and they have been killing it for a long time with some very affordable yet unique models. What I really want from the future is more acceptance of respectable foreign manufacturers. How come some of you guys accept Taichung Taiwan Spydercos but not Two Son, CH, or even WE Knives and Civivi? I have had people on my Instagram call these manufacturers trash. Followers are arguing with each other about who's right, who's wrong. That shit is petty and ugly, man. It sickens me that this goes on in the community. If you are a manufacturer that can create these knives that we love, they satisfy the specs that we want, it doesn't matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to have all this weird segregation with these foreign manufacturers? If you are respectable or honorable, doesn't matter to me. Now I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm sure it's a little bit out of the norm for some of you guys who have never watched any of my stuff before. This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCC saying peace. Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.